All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here, coming at you with another daily video. This time I'm just going to cover a few altcoins. I don't have much time here, but I want to cover a few altcoins here. So we're going to start out with XRP. Now, XRP, the other day, we pumped up to the top up here, which was also near our value area high, and we had this box of resistance up here as well. I am still including it as a box of resistance because we do have an SFP up there. But if we click on this box of resistance, we can see that it's our value area high. We have a golden pocket. We have our channel bearish backtest of the channel that we lost. And now I just added in the swing failure pattern because after we had our drop last night, we did come back up early today throughout the day and back tested this again. So we had one more push up into our resistance, rejected to our anchored VWAP, flipped our anchored VWAP to support. Then we had an SFP of that local high with this high here. And now we've dropped. And we also dropped straight to the support level that I marked out the other day. Yeah, I think it was yesterday as well. So our local resistance above us, I still think this box is resistance because we have a lot here. Now right here at this point at 261.78, we have our pitchfork midline in perfect confluence with the naked daily point of control. So that is our very, very first local resistance. Also, let's do a golden pocket pull just on this hourly move down. Let's go to our golden pocket. Our golden pocket is in there. So this area right here is going to be our very, very local resistance here. Let me go ahead and zoom, push this over. We'll make this purple because it's resistance. And this is going to be a golden pocket, naked daily point of control, and then a pitchfork midline. All right, so that is between 260 and 262. That is our first level of resistance above us. And the anchor VWAP's also close by. I would want to see a wick past the anchor VWAP into this box. Now, below us, this support I laid out the other day in the video, and you can see we drop straight to our support and we're bouncing. Now, this was our point of control and a local golden pocket pull. So if we do the golden pocket pull from this low that we made to the high, you can see that was our second low here to our high. Our golden pocket pull was in there. So that is where we're bouncing now, or we saw a bounce from a few hours ago, 12 hours ago or so earlier in the day. And now we are just ranging here. We are above our point of control of our range. So, and this was a bullish backtest to that point of control. And so far, the bullish backtest is holding us. Now, we are not seeing a very strong bounce from that. So, if we lose that, you can see we have this area here. It is our value area low, which is this white line. Now, this is from 216 to pretty much 210. So, this is our value area low, golden pocket, and then it's also our pitchfork band. Here, 216 to 210 is our support. If we break this level that we're pretty much at right now, the support that we're at now is from 243 to 240. That is our support that we are still working on bouncing from and holding. Now, if we zoom out here and we go on, I know this chart looks messy here. If we zoom out here, let me get this guy here. I'm going to pull this here, and then I'm going to go ahead and delete this golden pocket here because it is kind of in the way. Okay, there we go. Above us, above this naked daily point of control at 261 to 260, we do have that swing failure pattern into our pitchfork midline. It's the same pitchfork midline. It's just as time goes, it's rising. So, of course, it's going to be resistance here if we hit it locally, or if we range for a while, we could come up to it. We have our SFP into our pitchfork midline. We also have our channel bearish backtest. So that's this channel here, our descending channel that we're trading in, our bearish backtest of that descending channel. And then we also have a, golden pocket in there. And that golden pocket pull is going to be from this high to this low. Let's do that real quick. So from the last big high to the low here, you can see our golden pocket is in that box there. Right here. So that's between really, let me delete that now to clean up the chart a little bit. This resistance is from 266 to 272. And this to me is a pretty strong resistance here because our midline is there. If we chop for a bit here, above that, we do have our weekly value area low, and it's a pitchfork band. Now, the pitchfork band is rising a little bit, so I wouldn't actually include the pitchfork band anymore. I would just say it is our weekly and value area low of this upper range here before this dump here. So if we cut off and we just do a volume profile from right before the dump to this kind of descending channel we were seeing, our value area low is up here and our weekly is up here. Now I'm going to actually make this a bit thinner because we don't have the pitchfork band, and I'm going to go ahead and delete the pitchfork band here. So it's our value area low bearish backtest of this range that we lost here and our weekly up there. Above that, we do have our naked daily point of control. And actually, why did I delete that? Naked daily point of control. It's not aligning with our regular point of control here. So but that is aligning with the back test of the band if we went up to it very quickly. Now, I don't think we're going to get up there that quickly. So I'm not looking at that alignment too much. What I like even better is up here at 328.5 still. This 328.5 is the resistance to watch. I mean, we have so much here. We have our value area high, a naked daily point of control. We also have our pitchfork band because our pitchfork band will be in alignment time-wise, even if it's in a few days. Pitchfork band. All right, there's that. And then if we get above 328.5, we'll look at other levels to come there. So we have our three supports. The one that we're pretty much at right now, we're bounced from about 8 to 10 hours ago. Our support down here. Value area low, golden pocket. And this golden pocket pull is from the lows from Sunday to the highs that we made yesterday. We have our golden pocket down here. It's our golden pocket, our value area low of our much bigger range, and our pitchfork band is down here. And that is a 210 to 216. I've already went over that one. Below that, we have a really, really nice, more macro support level. So if XRP is going to crash and make new lows, we have a daily level at pretty much 140, 139.94. And then we have the SFP of those lows at 127. But if we do a macro 382 pull from the lows, the last big daily lows here around 48 cents, 48 cents to our new highs, you can see our macro 38, sorry, is that, hold on here, I'm getting confused. Let's go out onto the daily. Macro 0.5 is there at that level, right on top of that level. So not 382, 0.5. All right. And that's right in this daily between 140 and 127. Now, I know that's a big gap there, but this is our box of resistance. We also have some order blocks in this consolidation here on lower time frames. So that's what I would be looking at for XRP. Right now, XRP is seeing that daily bear div, higher highs on the price action, lower highs on the momentum waves with money flow coming out. So it's the dreaded Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern, as Jason Casper coined it. It is a very good pattern to follow, to watch. You cannot fade this pattern, even if it has a silly name. It works. Going in onto the 4-hour chart, you can see that our money flow is coming out again pretty rapidly here, and our 4-hour momentum wave looks like it's starting to curve over and lose new lows. So if this local point of control doesn't hold, which I don't think it's going to, I do think we're going to rotate down to this value area low here between 210 and 216. And then if we lose that, we'll come look for some bigger targets. Obviously, always too, the SFP of the flash crash lows, because so much liquidity was bought up in this wick here, there was so much buy pressure. An SFP of flash crash lows are always important, and that's at 176, 1.76. So be aware of that. I'm not going to put a box there. Just be aware of that SFP. All right, now 4-hour. Let's go to the 1 hour here. 1 hour, we really, I mean, obviously we were seeing some No, we weren't even seeing bull divs there. We are not seeing any divs here. We are seeing our momentum wave start to bottom out, but our money flow looks like it's starting to curve out again on the hourly, or at least flatten out. So I don't like the hourly either. I do see an hourly descending channel. Now, let me turn off a lot of this stuff here, and I'm going to go ahead and go in here, and we're going to look at a local channel here. And so I'm going to go to our parallel channel tool. We're going to go from the high yesterday to our lower high today, and we're going to put it down onto our low that we made last night. And you can see in this pink channel, we're trading perfectly in a descending channel. Look how well the midline has been respected. So the bottom of the channel is also around our point of control and our first level of support that we bounced from about 8 hours ago. Let's see, that was that one, this box here. So this box is going to be from 240 to 243. So the bottom of our channel is coming in right around there. We'd have to dump pretty quickly though. But I do think that this channel is going to be respected here. In the top of the channel, of course, if we pump right now, the top of the channel is aligning with our box of resistance here between 266 and 272, 266.7 and 272. So that is pretty much it for XRP. Actually, I'll go on to low time frames real quick. Let's go on to the 15-minute. No, I mean, we were seeing some bull divs here. So you can see lower lows in the price action here, higher lows in the momentum waves, and we're not really seeing them play out yet. We're just going more sideways. Instead of dumping, we're going more sideways. What that tells me is that XRP still has some more bearish sentiment, and even bull divs are just making us go sideways rather than dump. I do think we might see some new lows, or not new lows, but some lower targets, lower supports be hit on XRP. So just be aware of that. If we do come up to resistances, they could be good levels to look for shorts. Our anchored VWAP, you can see here, this light blue line anchored VWAP is still being respected. Rejected here on the 15-minute chart. Flipped it to support. Now it acted as support here, support here, support here, support here. Broke it to the downside, resistance here. So our local, this is very, very local, guys. So just be aware that this can be busted through, but it is still being respected. And our, well, golden pocket's not quite there. Let's look at our 0.5. Nope. Okay, so just that's it there. Is that that anchored VWAP is running at 257.7. Okay, that's it for XRP. I'm going to go pretty quick here, guys, and I'm going to next go into Hbar. And we're going to go on the Coinbase chart here. I've already mapped out some stuff here, so let's zoom out onto the daily chart, and let's go in on this. So, Hbar on the daily. Let me clean this up here. And let me go ahead and turn a lot of this stuff off right now. All right, obviously Hbar made a pretty strong pump. We'll just leave that off there. So Hbar made a really strong pump, just like XRP. It pumped up really strong on the daily chart. And then since then, we've been forming this bigger daily sideways range. And so what I did is, you can see my pink channel. I just took it from this high to this high here. So it's pretty much parallel, but not quite. And I actually probably could do it parallel. So let's go ahead and delete that. Let's pull it from the very first high. We'll make it parallel, and then we'll bring it down to our first low here. And yeah, look how nice that looks there. So we're trading in this parallel channel. You can see that our midline here has some respect. Let's go ahead and turn on our levels now. And we can show you what we're looking at here for supports and resistances. Okay. And then we'll do our volume profile as well. But first, above that, what we're going to do is we're going to pull a volume profile on the daily of just this parallel range here. So we're going to go from the highs here, not include this big impulse up, just right after that on. And you can see our value area high is coming in up here around 33.5 cents. Now we do have our highest resistance level that I marked out up there, because we have a fresh daily up there and a fresh naked weekly point of control. So this here is a very strong level of resistance. And this is going to be from 33.2 to 33.4. That is a major resistance of a daily, a naked weekly point of control, and a value area high. So I would definitely, this is a strong one up here. It is the value area high of a major daily range. Now, below that, we do have another resistance here where we have another fresh daily. We have another fresh weekly, naked weekly point of control. We have our channel midline, and actually, okay, I just repulled that channel. Let me delete that channel and let me go back here. And let's look at that channel midline and see which one fits better. So we'll go here and bring it down to these bottoms. I mean, this one is a little bit more respected through here and through here than the flat one. So, and actually through here too. I'm going to leave this one. Okay. So we do have our channel midline. You can see coming up in here, the big daily parallel channel midline. We have the SFP of these highs here, which were internal highs from our drop right before the big liquidation cascade. So that's an important high because that was right before our big liquidation cascade down. Even though it's an internal high on the daily, it is an important high. There is a lot of liquidity resting up there. And then, of course, we do have our macro golden pocket from the daily high to the flash crash lows. Our golden pocket is up in here. And we have, let's see, golden pocket, naked weekly point of control, channel midline. Yes. So, and a daily. So this box of resistance here is from 31.6 to 32.4. Major level of resistance here. Major level. And then our third level of resistance that's a bit lower. We do have our point of control of our big daily range that is coming in with a naked daily point of control. So this is, I marked it out because it is resistance. It does not have near as much confluence as the other ones. So be aware that this one could get busted through. This resistance level is from 29.2 to 29.8. And we have our naked daily point of control and our point of control of our big daily range there. All right. Now, below us, major supports below us. And then I'll zoom into smaller price action and we'll look at the local support and resistance. But below us, we have right below us, we have our channel bottom and a naked daily point of control. Now that would have to, we'd have to see a wick out of the channel to hit the naked daily point of control and then like close an hourly or 4 hourly back within the channel. But that first support level here is between 24 and 23.6. So it's a small resistance or support area, but that is 24 to 23.6. It's the bottom of our channel into our naked daily point of control. And then even below that, our next support level down, you can see we have our golden pocket pull, and our golden pocket pull is from the flash crash lows to the highs that we made yesterday. And our golden pocket there is there, and we have the swing failure pattern into the golden pocket. Now, anytime you have a swing failure pattern into a golden pocket, pay attention to it. Let me just zoom in real quick on the hourly, and I'll show you this here. So from these lows here to the highs that we made here, our golden pocket is down here, and you can see we have that intraday liquidity that's resting right here before that last push up. So that is important, intraday liquidity in there. And anytime you see a swing failure into a golden pocket, that is a support that I am willing to long if I see confirmation. So that box of support there is between 22 and 21.5. I mean, that's a real thin box there, but that's a good support level to be watching. All right, I'm going to zoom back out onto the 4-hour chart. And let's look down below our lows. Our flash crash, gosh, why is that so hard for me to say? Flash crash lows that we saw a few days ago. We have our swing failure pattern at 17.9 cents into a fresh daily level. And let's see, what else was here? Let's click on this. So we have our SFP into our daily, and that's right, our macro 382. So if I zoom out onto the daily chart, and this is an important 382. So if Hbar, the 382 often acts as support or resistance in very strong trends. Well, this on the daily is a very strong trend. That's an understatement. I mean, that's a straight up pretty much thing on the daily. So our 382, we have not hit it yet. And just like Bitcoin, when Bitcoin got its run up from 60K to 100K, 104K, when Bitcoin came down to its macro 382, which was that touch at 89K, we saw the bounce and made new all-time highs. So if Hbar comes down to its macro 382 from this Fibonacci pull from this low to the highs, our 382 is coming in around 16.86 or 16.87, I'll round up. And so if we see the SFP of our flash crash lows into our daily and our 382, that is a definite support level if you're going to remain bullish on Hbar. This is an ultimate long level. If we see the confirmed swing failure pattern touch into the daily in 382, you could bring that to the highs of the range at 33.7, and man, that would be a great, great trade. All right, as far as our momentum indicator on the daily time frame, we do not see any bull divs, but we are bottoming out. Unlike a lot of other coins like Bitcoin that's has triple bearish divergence, some of these other coins that are not bottomed out at all, they're just starting their momentum waves to the downside. Hbar's daily momentum wave is bottomed out and it looks like it's about to curve to the upside. So that is a little bit more bullish than some of these other altcoins that we're seeing. If we zoom into the 4-hour chart, our 4-hour chart now, we do have no bull divs here, but we did have that real deep low with a green dot on the 4-hour. One thing I don't like about this is our money flow is still coming out pretty aggressively here. So I would want to see I think we might be able to make a move down to this swing failure pattern into the golden pocket around 21.5. And if we see that, we would want to see a trigger wave come in. And what a trigger wave is it's just a momentum wave that's a lower high momentum wave without bear divs, or without bull divs, because your price action's obviously not going to be making a lower low. It's going to be making a higher low. So it's not a bull div, it's just a trigger wave. But trigger waves are still acceptable to see, especially after a flash crash and where you have a big, deep momentum wave like this. At that time, we would want to be seeing our money flow start to flatten out and even curve to the upside. Okay, then on the 1-hour chart here, now look at, this is what we would want to start seeing on the 4-hour. This looks actually really nice how our money flow has really bottomed out at the bottom of our flash crash. We didn't see bull divs through here because as price action was making lower lows, so was our momentum waves. But Jason calls this the pig nipple pattern. Look at how many big green dots there were on the hourly. And when you see a pig nipple pattern like this on the hourly, that can usually give you at least a decent push up here. So we got those pig nipple patterns and we are not seeing any local bear divs here on the hourly or anything like that. But we are also not seeing bull divs either right now. We have equal momentum waves here and we have lower lows in the price action. So that is on the verge of bull divs, but it's not. But money flow looks a lot better than some of these other coins where money flow is coming out. This money flow has been consistently going up since our flash crash lows. Now, if we zoom in here and get really down and dirty with this, let me go ahead and hide this volume profile. And we can see here, just like with XRP or whatever the last, XRP, we have our descending channel here on the hourly chart. Perfect descending channel being respected. And we can just continue to trade this as well within this channel. So just pull the channel from the high to the lower high to the low. And we can just continue to trade this channel. So our support that's coming in here, if we chop for a few hours around this midline, like real low volume, which is probable with these lower volume altcoins, then our first support right up here with our naked daily point of control. And let's see what was in this here. A channel and a naked daily point of control. Now, this channel is a different channel. This is our bottom of our big daily channel. So that is that pink one here. So I'll make this blue so that we don't have some confusion here. Let's go here to parallel channel. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is it on Hbar. I would just pay attention to the big daily range so you can pull your volume profile on your big daily range and trade the range until it breaks. Map out the key levels like I did. Find confluences, mark your boxes out, and sit on your hands and wait until it gets to a box. Set alerts when it gets to the near the boxes. Watch when it gets to the box. If you have confirmation to enter your trade like bull divs, then enter your trade. If you see the swing failure pattern confirm, enter your trade. But do not try to trade too much other than these unless you're doing some scalping on these. I don't like to scalp lower volume altcoins like this. I just like to look for bigger trades. And you do you, though. So, all right, that is Hbar. Now let's go into, let's see, we did Ethereum and Solana earlier. We did XRP just now. I'm not going to do Trump coin. I mean, Avax. Okay, we can go into Avax here. We mapped out our resistances and our supports just yesterday, but really nothing much has happened. I mean, Avax has been a snail here. Just pretty much we had our high from yesterday, and now it's just consolidating right here, right around our value area low in the bottom of our pitchfork. But the fact that we really haven't lost that and we haven't come down to our golden pocket, like that's actually pretty somewhat bullish here. And it is trying to hold the bottom of this pitchfork. Actually, you can see right now it's trying to pump above our value area low and our pitchfork bottom. So I do think that XRP can at least take the highs that it had yesterday if we continue in this area here. And our first resistance now, let's do a Fibonacci pull just from our, let's see here. What we can actually do is do a, let's go on to the daily here. And we'll do a very local Fibonacci pull from our last daily high before the capitulation that we saw on Sunday to our lows. And let's put on our golden pocket here. Yes, okay. So those high to low on the daily is important because this was our capitulation that happened over the weekend. So that daily level isn't at 41.38 is an important daily level, and the high there is an important daily high. Now, if we do our Fibonacci pull, our golden pocket Fibonacci pull from that high to the flash crash lows, you can see our naked weekly point of control does have our golden pocket right at it. So I would be looking between 34.6 to 33.8 as a local resistance level. If we can hold the break of this pitchfork and continue up there, that is a level I would be watching here. So we can mark that out. Naked weekly point of control. And then we have our GP. Okay, so that is that. We also do have our point of control a little bit higher. Now that resistance a little bit higher than that is, we have a lot in here. We have a swing failure pattern into our big daily point of control. So that's a really important. And then our naked weekly point of control at 36.85 right above that. So this box of resistance is going to be from 35.43 to $37 pretty much. And actually 36.85. Let me refine this just a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, 36.85 to 35.43. If we break that to the upside is our mother of all resistances up here. Now this up here between, let's see here, this is going to be between 42 and 44.85, 42.58 to 44.85. We have our value area high of our big daily range, or actually, let's see, that's our value area high is not up there. Why? Okay, it must have been between this range here. Let me zoom in on this. Okay, it was probably this range here. So if we do our pull here, nope, not even that range. Maybe it was this upper range here. Yeah, okay. So this upper range here before our capitulation, before we lost our point of control and capitulated. All right, so we do have our value area high up there. Let me go back to this. Let's go on to the daily. So we do have our value area high, our golden pocket pull. Now that golden pocket pull is from the last big daily high at 40, what was that? $55 all the way to the flash crash lows. Our golden pocket is coming in. We have our golden pocket, our value area high, a swing failure pattern of major intraday highs, though, the very important highs before we had this big crash, a pitchfork band in here, and a daily level and a weekly level as well. I forgot to mark the weekly in there. So this has a lot of support between 42.58 and 44.85. Oh, I do have the weekly in there. It's just not showing up. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's back do this. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, let me go ahead and see what's going on here. Okay. So, that is it for Avax. Link, chain link here. Now, chain link, we did map out all of this yesterday on the daily, so let's just zoom in onto the 4-hour chart and let's see what we've gotten locally since then. We all have our bigger resistances and our bigger supports to the downside. You can go watch the past videos for that. I can just briefly mention them. So our really, really big support below us where I will be looking for a swing long is around $15. It's the naked weekly point of control and our macro golden pocket. Now, locally below us as support levels, and I should probably go ahead and pull these out more. We have our swing failure pattern into our local golden pocket at 18.13, and our golden pocket starts at 18.32. So between 18.32 and 18.13, we have a swing failure pattern at the bottom of our golden pocket. Now, it's not as good as our golden pocket just below the swing failure pattern, but it is in this level. So we could wick just a little bit past our golden pocket to take the liquidity and then really close the candle at or within the golden pocket and see a reversal. Now, to the with our smaller pull, let's go on to the hourly chart. And if we do a Fibonacci pull from this low here, the low that important liquidity is at, to our highs, you can see our 786 of that is coming in right at our naked daily point of control. Now, actually, let's see, do we tap into that? We have not tapped into that yet. So I marked this out yesterday as very local. I'm going to get rid of that so it's out of the way. So we do have our naked daily point of control at 19.145. We also have our local 786 there, and this is a level that we should be watching. Just like the rest of the altcoins, we are forming this descending channel on the hourly chart, and this looks to be really nicely respected. We're chopping around the midline. We're starting to lose the midline now, and the bottom of our channel is close to this area, not quite. It would be better if we chopped for like a half a day in a line with the bottom of the channel and this one here at the 18.32 to 18.13. Okay, but you can also see our bigger range here. Let's zoom out onto the 6-hour chart. And our bigger range on the daily, the entire volume profile pull of the entire price action that's in our bigger descending channel. This bigger descending channel here is still being respected. You can see on the pump yesterday, we tried to pump into our value area low. We rejected. And then today we had our bearish back test. So let's go into the hourly. We had our bearish back test of not only the channel midline. Look how many wicks are here right next to this channel midline. That's crazy. Wick, 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 wick. Like 8 wicks on the hourly. And then even a 9th wick here with the SFP, or yeah, the push into our value area low, but we rejected it, closed the candle at the wick. And then this one as well. So gosh, that channel midline, that big 4-hour descending channel midline is really locally acting as a very tough resistance for us. And that midline is around 20.7 to 20.8. It's going to decrease just by a few pennies every hour. But that midline, look at those wicks there. I've actually never seen anything like that on the hourly. 1 wick here, 2 wicks here, 3 wicks here, bottle wicked above it to the value area low, but closed the body candle pretty much right at the midline. Wicked above it to the value area low, closed pretty much at the midline. Another wick, another wick, another wick, another wick. That is, what is that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 wicks, 9 hours in a row of trying to bust above it and failing. 9 different tries. That is crazy. All right, so our two local supports below us, I just mapped out. If we break this descending channel to the upside and break back into our bigger value area range, our first local resistance is going to be this naked weekly point of control. So let's actually check this. Yeah, it's just a naked weekly point of control in here. And I do believe it is our golden pocket pull as well. So if we do a golden pocket pull from our last big daily high to our low, or from the highs of the channel, the descending channel to the lows, yes, that's our golden pocket. So we have our golden pocket and a nakedly weakened point of control. So let's do this. Golden pocket slash naked. Okay, that is going to be at 22.77 to 23.08. That is our first big resistance above us. And then if we break that to the upside, we have our 786 of that retrace and our point of control. Now, this resistance here is going to be from 23.99, so pretty much $24 to 24.225. And that is a smaller zone, but that is an important zone. And then above that is really our big doozy guy up here. And this is between 25.18. I'm going to round up to 25.18 to 26.56. And this is the top of our descending channel. We have our value area high up here. We have a bigger golden pocket up here. And we have a daily level up here. So this level is a major resistance here. And once again, that is from 25.18 to 26.562. All right, and then our last resistance above us is going to be our 786, our anchored VWAP, and our weekly. This here, so it's 786. And that is from 28.17 to 29.28. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to cover tonight. Now, I have a question for you guys. I want to know whether you like the videos like this, where I just quickly have everything mapped out and I go over very quickly the support and resistance levels, and I give you the levels so that maybe you can mark them on your own charts and write down, what's in them on your own charts. Or if you like the process better of me kind of going through the price action with you live and like mapping it out live and doing it all. Now that does take longer, so I would definitely not be able to cover as many alts per video, but I would like to know your guys' opinion on this. Do you like it the way that I did it tonight, or do you like it when I kind of start with a clean chart, and do my process and map it out real time while explaining what I'm doing in real time? I do think that way is better for learning, but that way also is a little bit more tedious and a little bit, we wouldn't be able to cover as much. Now, obviously with Bitcoin, in every daily Bitcoin video, I kind of go over the daily price action and I map out what I'm seeing live or pull it live for the most part. But with these altcoin videos that I'm showing you like right now, let me know which way you like better, or maybe I can do back and forth, one day do one way, one day do another one. Or if you have an altcoin request and you request a certain altcoin, you can say, hey, do it where you just show me the boxes and show me the boxes and tell me the, the targets for each box, the price targets for each box, and what's in the box. Have it mapped out already pretty much. Or you can say, hey, can you go through this live with me so I can see your process? So when you ask about an altcoin, just let me know which one you guys like better. All right, guys. Thank you for supporting me. If you did get anything out of this video, please like and subscribe. I also do still have my affiliate link in the description for MEXC. They've got great trading fees and you get a bonus for signing up. It is an affiliate link, so I do get a small kickback on that if you sign up. It's a win-win though. You guys get some money back, I get a little bit of money, and you get better trading fees. So thank you all for supporting me. Have a good night.